Catholic Church changes on a dime. They just change so that they can recruit.
That's why the Muslims are going to win.
Han Meditations.
Hey guys, as you can see, I have all these journals. The link will be in the description. Hello guys, this is Han.
Hi, I'm Kelly.
And we are Han Meditations. You see, I did a little different this time, Kelly.
Yeah, we didn't plan that, so I was winging it.
Got to make sure you're on your toes. So, thank you guys for being here. We are Han Meditations. We're back with another interesting video. Let's get right into it.
My friend that did it, he's now out of it.
Of the priesthood or the gayness?
Yeah, he left the priesthood. He's still gay, still queer as they come. And but he left the priesthood, which was weird because we were like, "Whoa, is he coming out? Is he this?" And he left, and now he just said they were changing too many things, like the literal religion messed him up to get him out. Yeah,
interesting.
Because
what were they changing?
The Catholic Church. My mom, please, she doesn't know how to listen to podcasts. Anyway, the Catholic Church changes on a dime. Like even something Lent. Right now we're in Lent, right?
Right.
There was so many rules that my mom had that we don't have, like my generation didn't have, and now it's a whole nother, like Lent is not, now I'm looking at kids like, what? You could do that? It's Lent. You're not allowed to, you have to do this, this, and this. But they've changed. They just changed so that they can recruit.
That's why the Muslims are going to win. They don't give a who joins. That's Ramadan is, you got a month and nobody's eating. All day long, no water, no food. We were in downtown the other day, driving downtown LA, and there's an alleyway, and this dude was in the alleyway.
In LA?
No,
or here?
in Austin.
Okay.
Did I say LA?
Yeah, it's
Did
okay.
I? I'm sorry. In Austin. I'm just downtown Austin. And there was this dude that was in an alleyway, and he was, the sun was going down, so he's praying.
Oh, I saw that.
Wherever you are, you got to pray.
I saw it in New York City. Yeah. And he was like, and it's so hard to find a space in New York City. So I was like, wow, that is impressive.
That's devotion.
Exactly. He was behind like a pillar that like went into, there was a little bit of room to go into these offices, and he was literally just behind the pillar just doing that. And I was like, wow, that is right in Times Square. Wow.
This is in Toronto. So this is a protest for something.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Toronto.
But it's still. Oh,
it's a protest. Okay.
Even if it's a protest, you get that many people that are doing that. There's not another religion
that would do that.
They are so much more devout in their belief.
Because they're praying. Like the Catholics would just wave a cross in your face. And,
they do like a half-ass.
I know a lot of people would come out.
The Muslims are out there in the street on their knees. F your traffic. We're praying.
Your traffic.
Which is... That's a different thing.
It's Toronto. It's busy.
Joe Rogan seeing a man praying in an alleyway. And this is why it's really important, because sometimes when I used to like do Uber, when I used to drive, I had to pray outside, bro. Like, because masjids are closed. Do you get it? And a lot of people come and say to me, oh, why do you go to the masjid? There's very reasons. But sometimes I've got the kids in the car. I can't take the whole kids. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like sometimes I'll pray in the back. And I'll be honest with you, I've had obviously you get people like, you get Muslims come and try to put carpet in front of you or say mashallah or whatever for that matter. But what you need to bear in mind is how are non-Muslims perceiving you? Now, when I pray outside, a lot of people, sometimes I'll ask certain brothers that maybe newly practicing, etc., and they're like praying and they find it a little bit embarrassing. And I'm like I don't say nothing, but I'm like, bro, why should I be embarrassed? What am I doing embarrassing? People I would be like having sex in public.
Whoa,
doing some madness.
That escalated very quickly.
Really fastly, yeah. Actually, they do, and it's one of the signs of the hour. Actually, one of the signs of the hour is that the two people will be having intimacy on the road, and the best amongst them will say, "Go behind the wall." So it says what? If they have no shame doing that, which is an action that's going to testify against them on Yom Qiyamah, why am I going to be shy and embarrassed? And the same thing we have when it comes to enjoying good and forbidden evil. You see a brother or with a girl or whatever kissing with a haram relationship.
Whoa.
Yeah, you had to. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and people come and say, "Oh, advise them." Oh, bro, I feel embarrassed. They don't feel embarrassed doing that in public. You feel embarrassed advising them. Our deen, that's what Allah says, let there rise amongst you a group of people who will enjoy good and forbid evil. So when it comes to this, it shows you, that's why there was a guy in the back of a cab and he said, my cab driver is just gone now to pray. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, when I was a cab driver, there's one moment I had to do that. There was one guy and his girlfriend, they were kind of tipsy. I said, guys, I genuinely have to pray. So you can either cancel this ride. They said, no, we'll wait for you. Bro, you know what happened? You won't believe this.
Did they accept Islam?
No, bro. I went out to pray. Bro, the woman came not right next to me, beside me, just started praying with me. Bro, she started literally. Like, I finished. I didn't know. When I looked, I could hear something, and she was like, "Yeah, I wanted to pray with this." She was doing something. I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, but the thing is, it just shows you that this has value, and people judge by your actions.
And sometimes when you're just, time for salah comes, obviously your primary intention is to pray to Allah.
Yeah.
However, when you put that prayer mat down, you think, oh, who's watching me and this and that. You can either see it in a negative way, like who's watching me, what are they thinking, or you could think it in a positive, dawah-centric sort of way, that if someone is watching, this is going to appeal to their fitrah. This is going to appeal to the natural disposition that there's something familiar about this. There's something safe about this. There's something something unique and special about this, because this is the way that the prophets. So you look in the Old and the New Testament, that this is how the prophets prayed. We know in the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus put his head on the floor and bowed down. Some say that he was bowing down to himself because, of course, he's God and, all of that sort of stuff.
Perfect sense.
However, sticking with the point, you don't know who you're giving da'wah to. You don't know the impact of that salah. Like Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he was in the desert and he made the call. They were like... it's up to Allah to take his call and send it to everybody. And look, worldwide people go to do Hajj and Umrah, visit Makkah, Medina. There's not a moment that somebody is not doing tawaf. There's not a moment.
Exactly. And not only that, when you in Salah, because if you see it, what was Joe Rogan connecting? What was it doing a correlation with the prayer? He was saying, and they're going to win. Because it shows dedication. That's why when he talked about how he said, the guy only knows Allah and wrestling, something like that. Yeah, he connected it directly to success. So you can see it's like these people are going to win. Why? Because they're not degenerate. Do you get it? We have a purpose, we have a focus, and that's one thing nobody can take away from us. And not only that, when you're praying, you're showing liberation. You're showing true liberation. Why? Because you are connecting yourself to the Creator, not caring about the creation. Because for one to go and pray, you're basically saying, I don't care what you think of me. I don't care if you laugh at me. I don't care about the dunya. I'm here with my Lord. That is like a true empowerment, bro. When you look at someone and be like, and let me be honest, like sometimes when I was not a Muslim and I would see women who wearing the hijab and abaya, I was like I salute that, bro. I salute that, because what of the degeneracy that's going on, and the fact that you're choosing to do the opposite. I don't think I ever came across Muslims praying on the street. I don't remember that, yeah. But I had some friends here and there pray. But I'm sure
you
to
had
me,
friends?
Yeah.
Whoa, come on.
Before you, I had good friends.
I'm glad that changed. There's another...
I like this channel. We haven't seen these guys before, but we like these guys. We're going to watch more of their videos, because not only is it entertaining and they're laughing at it, they're having a good time, and they bounce off of each other pretty good, but they're also giving very good and sound information, because even the guy on the right, he was saying you should see it in a way that's dawah centric, where even if you're praying, because we always say this on the channel, where you are the example. Everything that you do is the example. So the way that you act in front of people is telling not only those people, but the entire world, hey, I am the example. You're going to be inspiring them. You're going to be an inspiration to those people, whether you realize it or not. And even how we're watching these people's channel, it's inspiring us. I mean, we love watching other creators that have that connection to God, that are very connected to God. And as Joe Rogan said, the Muslims are going to win, because you can't stop someone that is connected to God. It's not even about the discipline. It's about you can't stop someone that is truly connected to God. So if you are praying to God every single day, disciplined doing it, you cannot be stopped, because you are with God in that moment, and with all time, you are with God. So feel that energy of God within you. And the more you feel that energy of God within you, the more successful you will be, the more protected you will be, the more synchronistic you will be, the better your life will be, the better your family life will be, the more loving your wife will be, the more loving everyone around you will be, because you are connected to the Most High. You are connected to the Allah and God, and that is the best thing that you can do. Well, Allah is God, but you know what I'm saying.
Wow, that's beautifully said, Han. I mean, you really covered everything I really wanted to say too, but exactly, I mean, just living as an example. And like the guy said, he said, you don't know who you're giving dawah to just by doing what you're doing. And honestly, I've always felt like that in life. I always feel like everything I do, people are watching. Maybe it's because, I'm an INFJ personality or something. I guess we like to live an inspiring life and just inspire people with what we do, apparently. So maybe that's why, but I've always felt like that. Like even on social media, I'm always thinking like, oh, what, like if my father saw this or whoever, like my little cousins, like everything I do, you want to be a good example. And that's really important. And we should always just live as our highest selves, because you have no idea what kind of ripple that puts out into everyone around you. Like just being your highest self is so inspiring and helps people more than you'll ever realize.
Yeah, but Kelly, even how the lady was saying on the Catholic Church, they change on a dime constantly and consistently. I mean, that is not the way. Like if you're changing constantly, it means that you either like the premise of what you believe was wrong. Because you're changing it constantly over and over again. So what the premise and the information that originally you got was incorrect. So how many times you're going to change something without people saying, you know what, this is out of control? Like she said, we used to even have Lent and do it in a certain way. Now they're saying you can do it however you want, so that they can appeal to a wider audience. I don't need a wider audience. You heard the phrase, all I need is a few good men. I don't need 1,000 sheep. I need a couple wolves with me that are ready to roll, that believe in God, that are going to do the due diligence and the disciplinary actions that are going to lead them to a better life and a better connection with God. That's all I need. I don't need all the sheeps, all the nonsense, all the degenerates. All I need is a few good people, and we can take over the world. And that's how I feel it is with Islam. So thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you to the person that showed us this content. And thank you to the people that donate even $1, 1 cent, 1 penny. It doesn't matter. It helps us keep this channel going, guys. And it lets us know that we're on the right path, and we need it more than you realize. So thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next video.